What is going on, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. It's Sunday night. That means it's time for another At Week's End. And I had Paul in the background lip syncing along to that clip, and it tripped me out. I looked down right as he was pointing at me. He said, "You look ready." I hope everyone's having a good week. It's time to end the week properly. And we're going to do it a little bit early tonight because kid went to sleep early. Finn's chilled out. This is the series finale for Welcome to Derry Season 1. So we could probably run the show and kind of not counter program like the second hottest show of the year. I think that would be a good idea. There's some really cool stuff to talk about, including a Supergirl trailer, some good books, and more. We're going to do all that right after this.
What up,
gang?
What's happening? What up, baby?
We got Sector 2815 and Burt Family 54 Comics. I appreciate y'all rocking earlier tonight. I don't know if this earlier time works better or worse for y'all or your schedule, but either way, I reached out and said, "Hey, y'all want to go early?" And I appreciate both of y'all being available.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just hanging out, just got done eating some dinner and watching some Landman. So
I'm 3 episodes in on Landman because me and the wife watch them together. So we'll have 2 episodes, I think, to catch up on after that.
We just realized that guy that the son is in bed with in terms of deals.
Andy Garcia. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a guy from Ocean's 11. Yeah. But I just realized that was the same guy from the finale to season 1.
Yeah. Yeah. The one that saved him.
Yes. I did not realize that until today.
What a total boss move to sit there and buy out his son's company. It's like Tommy pointed out, you didn't expect him to succeed. You expected him to fail and he would owe you millions of dollars, meaning I would owe you millions of dollars and I'd be in your pocket. That ain't happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a win-win for old Andy Garcia.
Oh yeah.
Whether your son wins or loses, I win.
Yep.
Dude, when he was sitting there, the Cattlemen's Club, when they go into the Cattlemen's, how far are you into it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I'm up to it.
Yeah, when they go into the Cattlemen's Club and he's there with Demi Moore and they're tough talking that shiesty lawyer, and he turns around and looks and he's just sitting there smoking a cigar and just cheers at him. Then they get to hanging out and talking and he's bored and he looks around. He's like, "Man, what time is this place close?" And Andy Garcia says,
"Whenever I
tell them they can."
Yeah. God. There's a couple more boss moves that are coming up that you're going to see.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's good. For all of them. I love that show.
It's so good. It's so stinking good. It's ridiculous. It's just that machismo. It's like the right balance of machismo and awesomeness.
Yeah.
Paul, how are you going?
I am doing well. Probably less machismo and awesomeness, but I'm doing okay.
I save all my machismo and awesomeness for that show.
That's amazing.
Well, I'm doing good. I finally had an off weekend, was able to rest up a little bit, got a lot of stuff done. Went to the zoo Friday night for the Christmas festivities at the zoo, which is a blast. Finn had his karate testing. He's no longer a blue belt.
What is he now?
Brown.
Oh,
okay.
And after brown, it goes. There's like 3 stages in every belt level. So he finished.
He's a black and blue belt.
Yeah, he's no longer a black and blue belt because he was. Now he's just a brown and white belt. Then it'll just be a solid brown, then a brown and black belt.
So does he do taekwondo, karate? Yeah. Like, what does he do?
Yeah, he does taekwondo. Taekwondo is a form of karate. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so he's getting near the top, dude.
Yeah, brown, red, black. I think that when you cross, when you cross the one he just did, that was like the legitimate halfway point. Because white and yellow just have 1. There's not like 3 levels in it. Then green and blue have 3 levels in it. Then brown and red have 3 levels in them.
The last time, I did taekwondo and I got to the red black where they were both together.
I've got one of those.
Back 90s.
Also, yeah, I did too. I have a black belt from the 90s. I don't claim to still be a black belt, but I took long enough to get one. My brother and me both took karate for years.
Heck yeah.
Bunch of tournaments and trophies and stuff like that. It was fun.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Karate Kid, if you will.
There you go.
Shout out to Jaden Smith.
Oh my God.
The one true Karate Kid.
I've whacked my share of automobiles, that's for sure.
I picked up my jacket and took off my jacket, put on my jacket. That's the reference for the Jaden Smith fans out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of karate, collecting Maduras, what's going on? It's a Street Fighter over them both. Yes, we'll have to mention the Street Fighter. Y'all both saw the trailer, right, for the new Street
Oh
Fighter.
yeah, it looks fun, man.
It does. As soon as I saw it, I shared it into some of the Legion chats and said, this looks like an early 2000s toothpaste commercial. Like, it didn't look real. Like, it looked too accurate to the video game with the neon lights and the goofiness. It looked like a caricature of Street Fighter to me. And because of the neon lights, I'm like, this is so corny this could work.
Right.
I didn't realize how out of touch I am, because I think I know like Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2. So a lot of these characters I've never seen before until this trailer.
I really like the John Claude Van Damme back.
Yes. I
Yeah,
one as
I
well.
feel like now the video games are having their moments. You know, they had Super Mario a couple of years ago, then they had Minecraft at the beginning of the year. Now they're going to go to, so it's kind of like, it's almost like it's usurping the superhero movies,
And I like in that they're actually like the original I really liked, but I like that they're like going back to like making everything more video game and comic book accurate with like all the suits that they're now wearing. Like if you look at that trailer, everyone legit looks like they actually do in the video game for the most part.
Yeah, it looks like they plucked them out of the game itself.
Yes.
Like dialed down to a suit, to the crazy hair, and
yes,
it looks wild. And Jason Momoa is playing Blanca, which is awesome.
Blanca, nice.
Yeah. So he's going to be in a couple of big productions. The Street Fighters, well, it's a dumb question. I was about to say next year, but I'm assuming it's 2026, right? That's not like way down the road.
Yeah.
Well, hey, early bird.
Because I know I think they've finished filming it, because I know that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, who play two of the characters, they've already taken their time off from WWE and come back already. So, so it's pretty sure it's next year. So,
yeah, I saw the trailer and I was like, dang, dude, nice. I thought it looked fun, and that's what we need more of. We need things, and I did a little live earlier in my channel today, and I was like the Supergirl movie, and I'm sure we're going to talk about the trailer. It just doesn't look as much fun as a Lanterns does, and it was only 11 seconds, but like we need more things that look fun, and the Street Fighter movie looks fun.
We'll definitely get into that, because I completely agree with the sentiment, but I don't necessarily think that that's the issue. I think for me, the Supergirl trailer looked like they were trying to have too much fun in a movie that it doesn't belong in. And Lanterns looked exactly like I wanted it to. It looked like it was made by HBO with that distinct, like that. I don't know how to describe it. Like you can always tell a lot of times what production company makes a movie. They have a specific style and tone to them. Like you can tell what artist draws a book, and that HBO tone fits for what they told us they were making with that true grit detective Green Lantern story.
Yes.
That's Supergirl. We're talking about
that. Street Fighter is October 16th next year.
There you go. Pop says Tron Ares over Street Fighter. Pop's watched Tron Ares for the first time last night or today or what? One of the two. I spoke with him about it today. Spoiler alert: he enjoyed it because it's freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I need to see it.
Just keep in mind, it is a third movie. Make sure that you can, if you've never,
and it's very heavy and going and referencing the previous two movies.
Yeah, you really should see the other ones first.
Okay.
They're going to be as long as it's making money forever. Someone just messaged me and said, "You know how long they're going to be making Absolute Batman for?" I said, "As long as it's making money forever." The minute
he's already said that him and Nick Dragotta have like 40 issues that they've planned out, and if they do little side things, that could even extend to like 50 issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, issues 19 through 25 will have the Joker all over it.
Mm-hmm.
I did that videos a few weeks back talking about how the Absolute Universe is doing good, but how long can it last if Snyder and his creativity is what's really like dragging the lion's share of this through the finish line? What happens when he steps away? Even if they try to keep the Absolute Universe going, it's a conversation for sure. Joe says the minute they introduced Eric Andre and Andrew Schultz, I lost any respect I had for this movie. I don't think that they have any self-respect for this movie. Judging from the trailer, I don't think that's what they're going for. I like Andrew Schultz and Eric Andre. I have nothing against him. His brand of comedy just doesn't really do it for me. But Schultz, he's hilarious. I'd encourage anybody to go watch his most recent stand-up special he did for Netflix. He speaks a lot about, I mean, the majority of it is about him and his wife's trials trying to have a kid and the links they have to go through to do that. But he's a funny guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard's supposed to be a buddy cop channel. It looks like it is. Christina, hello to you. All right, so where do y'all want to start tonight? Where do y'all want to start? First off, we're going to talk about the Superman book Steve has, because we were talking right before we went live, and we ran into a conversation, but we ran out of time. And Steve has recently picked up a new book, and he has a book over his left shoulder that he was talking about. He's going to be not keeping. And he's talking about then another book he has. So see if you can take us through the whole thing if you want. You bought a new book, and it's encouraging you to move books quicker.
It's not a huge deal. Like I bought a book for Christmas for myself. Met with a guy yesterday and gave him the money, picked it up, had my kid wrap it, put it underneath the tree for Christmas.
That's amazing.
And then, yeah, it is.
I need to do that more.
You've just set yourself up for years from now where your daughter says, remember when I gave you that comic book?
Exactly. So,
yeah, exactly.
So we're actually, I'm getting messages from Mark. He's like, hey, we're about to go live. I'm like, okay, cool. And then my wife goes, so how much did you spend on that comic book yesterday? So I know how much I can spend on myself.
Oh,
and I go,
well, the way this works is I spent this money, so unfortunately we don't have it for you to spend now, honey. That's not how it works.
So we played a game of over under, and she didn't like it.
and she was totally over your under.
Yeah. Well, once we got to 200, she's like, you did not spend more than that without talking to me. And I was like, I even sent Mark the picture on Instagram. I don't know if you saw it or not, Mark.
Yeah. On Instagram.
So anyways, yeah, I'm going to move a couple books. Oh
my gosh.
Yeah.
That's your joking face, ain't it?
Yeah. So I'm going to sell this on eBay unless someone wants to buy it.
Tell everyone what it is. This was a huge get right here.
Right.
DCKO #1, the 1 of 250 gold. It's definitely not 9/8 candidate for sure.
And who did the cover art on that?
It's Javier Rodriguez. It's a gold cover of the cover A.
Yeah. Well, I'll
make right there at the bottom of the back cover too when you lift the backer board up.
Yep. I'm gonna have to do that right now.
Javier Rodriguez. It's a crazy cool cover. Look at that. 1 in 250. What a get, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You and Paul both made out like bandits on the
Paul made out way better than I did.
I got a 1 in 1,000. That was
come on.
But still 1 in 250 is no small feat.
And then I got 2 1 in 700s from the monster.
Right, now you're just bragging.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be listing that at $100 starting bid on eBay soon, I believe. And then unless I can get my wife to say,
Steve, if it makes you feel any better, years ago when I bought my Hulk 181, which my wife was so excited about because it was a process. Because remember, I've told you how I bought it with literal change. So it took me getting the change. I went to the bank and turned the coins into dollars. So she was along for the ride, excited about the whole thing. And not until the drive home with book in car did she bring up that same exact topic. So we have that much money. What are you talking about? What?
She didn't. How much did you think it was?
What?
That book. How much did you think?
181?
Yeah.
She knew exactly how much it was. She knew exactly how much we paid for it. She was along for the ride.
No. Oh, okay. Wait. But before that, like, what did she think it was before she asked you that?
She didn't even have to ask me. She was along for the ride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she knew the multiple $1,000s being spent, and just that same exact mindset though. So I can buy something that much now. I'm like, I don't have another reserve of coins, honey.
Right. Okay, so this other book, strange story. This should be a blue label. It's a yellow label. Got it graded at Heroes Con, which was amazing, by the way.
In person.
And they somehow gave me a yellow label. But this is All-Star Superman #1, the foil movie variants.
Mm-hmm.
for
And that
San
was an
Diego,
exclusive, right?
Right.
San Diego Comic-Con 2024. So I'm selling that as well.
Now, was that through a specific shop, or was that a DC
That
Comics?
that was the convention
Right.
edition for
Oh.
San Diego Comic-Con 2024.
What you're asking on that?
Well, so they're going for like 275 to 300 on eBay.
With the yellow label?
No,
one
that's,
of one.
that's a blue label. So I have it listed at $3.99 on eBay, but I would take offers on it. So
Didn't you say it was they go for 275?
275 to 300 for a blue label.
Oh, okay. And you have it listed. Yeah,
I
but
have it listed
not-
at $3.99
it's
or
not
best
fine.
offer.
Do you have it listed as Burke's issues with CGC Exhibit A?
Yeah, you need that for evidence still, right?
I can read you exactly what it says. Give me a minute. I think it does say one of one though. I'm like 99% sure it says one of one.
What's up, Steven, with this heat? Dude, that's wild. And then you just put out another video here this past week.
Yesterday. Yep.
The saga of the last Ronin Aaron Bartling continues. Another book that you had specialized at Heroes Con. Met Aaron Bartling, got this enhanced, gorgeous remark on this book, sent it off to CGC. It came back in a scuffed up, damaged case. Reached out, they said they would correct it, send it back. They reholdered it, recased it, sent it to you, still damaged. And then you reached out, and so the process has gone 3 times, and it's still in a scuffed up.
It's the inner well, right?
You can see it right there on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all that. That's on the inside of the case, not the outside.
Hold on, Rich.
The inside. So
I think it's just I think it must be how they store these things. Like, because they're in 2 separate pieces. Man. They're stored in 2 separate pieces, and the inner well's stored separately. They probably just have them stacked without any kind of film them in or something, keeping them from rubbing.
But it shouldn't be like that.
I'm saying this definitely shouldn't be like that. I'm saying I think that's got to be like how simple the error is for it to be on all of them, right?
It's been on all of them, and every one of them in a different spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they have to just be rubbing together. Like, it has to be common for whatever practice they have. It involves them rubbing together without any protective filming on them. Like those comic clear backer boards, you have to peel off the film.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that they don't have to get scratches when they rub against each other and they're packaged.
So I had this listed. All-Star Superman 1 movie logo, CGC 9.8, SDCC 2024, exclusive foil, rare CGC Air.
There you go.
So yeah, if anyone wants to buy either of those, let me know. And I have a bunch of other stuff that I could sell. I just haven't done it yet.
I'll give you $200 even for your sugar box you did the IG video of.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna do a YouTube video of that for I think Tuesday.
I keep a sugar box over here for years just because of Guess That Key. I keep
a
box with books in it,
and you don't show it off because then you can just find a different book that no one knows you have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did like a whole series of shorts on what was in the box.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I showed them all. Yeah. And then I just got tired of doing the shorts. They're fun to do. What's going on, Billy? What's going on, Coco? I'm ashamed of CGC for this. Yeah, if only they were ashamed of themselves, that'd be wildly helpful. So let's get into it, guys. It was a big week/weekend for announcements. It's like DC decided to drop the Supergirl trailer, and then right behind that, got the Street Fighter trailer that we mentioned, and right behind that, we had this year's sizzle reel for HBO. They did it last year as well, where they just do like a long trailer with a bunch of little snippets of what's coming up. So there's 11 seconds of the lanterns in there. But we'll start with Supergirl, the next big feature film from DC Studios, starring Millie Alcock from HBO's House of the Dragon, adapting the Tom King story, Woman of Tomorrow. It was received with mixed reactions. A lot of shills excited, a lot of psychopaths mad at anything they do, and a lot of other people just kind of scratching their heads.
Mm-hmm.
Where do y'all fall in the
I fall in both categories. I was scratching my head at some things, and other things I'm like, yes, this is like, I was not thrilled that it started off with crypto pissing on a newspaper.
Yeah, I mean, I was not excited. I was excited to watch the trailer,
but when I saw the cigar and I saw the ash of the cigar, I was like, that was cool.
That was cool. Yes, that's amazing. But overall, the trailer sucked.
Oh wow.
It was hot garbage, in my opinion.
I don't think it sucked. I just don't think I to me, it just that whole beginning there kind of just set up. I mean, it was wrong for the whole tone of what I thought, what they were trying to do. I thought, once she started fighting people and she's throwing the thing around and everything and like knocking people around all over the place, it's like that's cool, But to me, it just started. It was like, yeah, I don't know why you're doing that.
So you have that whole video coming out tomorrow, so I still have some pictures in here, but this right here is perfect in my opinion. This looks perfect. This looks stupid. These look like these are pictures from two different movies to me.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
They like the expression on her face, like the way she's composed. Then that little "I don't care, y'all."
Mm-hmm.
That scene right there where she's flying up through the clouds into space, that looked awesome. It was the mixed tones. My biggest fear is that they take 4-page intro to the book that does not express the character in the book at all and stretch it out into be who she is. Like what we saw in the Superman movie with her just being kind of sloppy and a wreck, and Crypto being such a disobedient dog because he's a reflection of Kara. That doesn't line up. And her like with the bye bitch to her cousin and everything when she said that to Superman, like that's unique to this DCU universe versus the book. I'm not a fan of that idea. I get, and this is what kills me. There's so many Wikipedia warriors that like to pretend like they have a clue. They forget that there's been DC fans before they showed up. These are just like the people that like stand hard for the MCU stuff. They're just switching gears now and then pretending they Google something and they pretend they know. They're like, oh, she's drunk in this page right here, so that's who she is. But that's not who she is. It doesn't have a sway over anything else in the book other than the first like 4 pages. And I'm afraid that they're going to lean too heavily into that in the movie. I don't want to see her being a drunk comedic relief, sarcastic character through this movie. That's what Lobo's for.
I feel like they're trying to impress James Gunn too much by making it so much like Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's another concern because this was supposed to be our first film separate James Gunn because this is Craig Gillespie. But when we see it, when you see this, it's clearly just fingerprinted with James Gunn. So it's kind of weird, kind of weird in that aspect. But I'm glad that we got that Lantern trailer behind it because that does not look and have that same tone. Let's see. Billy says Gunn's DC universe is going to continuously try to be the opposite of the Snyderverse instead of being just good DC. Did you see how many people? I know, Steve, you made this comment. I believe you said it looks too dark.
I just feel like with the amount of so first off, I'm more TV now than movies. I love both, but so much is riding on movies now to make a ton of money versus being good. Which I'm not saying the movie's going to be bad, but the amount of movies that make close to $1 billion or more, they're all kid-friendly movies. And so, in my opinion, if you were trying to make a lot of money, I would try to get the whole family to be able to go to a movie instead of just adults. And this looks like a movie that's not geared toward the entire family, in my opinion. Like,
so that's what you meant by dark. I was just curious what you meant by dark because you remember how much of a common criticism people had against DCEU for it being too dark.
Right. Yes. And I had a friend say when he went to see the Superman movie this summer, he goes, "This is the first time in a long time I was able to take my kid to a comic book movie, but specifically a Superman movie, and not feel worried he was going to come home and be scared to go to sleep."
Fair.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my kids are watching Stranger Things and asking me to watch Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, my kid is now watching
Welcome to Derry. You can't do it.
Yep.
I'm not a fan. The Tom King cinematic universe. See, that's the problem. If they're going to utilize Tom King. Don't.
Right.
Like, that's my problem. This isn't reflective from what they've shown us.
Right.
It's not reflective of Tom King's Supergirl. You're painting some elements where you can say you were inspired by it, but that's not the Kara from Tom King's Supergirl story. If you want a good Supergirl, just adapt the book. You don't have to change it. She doesn't have to be funny. That's what Lobo's for.
And I'm excited for that. I hope, because I mean, Jason Momoa is a fun actor anyways. I hope he's very much similar to the Lobo we got in Superman Unlimited.
What, dude? I hope we like. I don't think
Or
we've got
Justice
a bad
League
Lobo.
Unlimited.
Did y'all watch Krypton?
No.
Mhm. Yeah, it was good. There was a comic accurate Lobo in Krypton. Absolutely.
Amazing, dude. Now he wasn't as big as Jason Momoa, but dude, everything that they did in Krypton was just tip top. Like their Doomsday portrayal, their Brainiac.
Absolutely, yeah.
I guarantee you, no Brainiac that comes after that will be more comic accurate than that Brainiac.
Yeah.
It's not
The most
not
non-comic accurate thing was Adam Strange.
just because he wasn't in his suit. He was trying to blend in.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me the Snyderverse all day long. Steve's kids must be used to seeing headshots. LOL.
I don't know what that means.
The Snyderverse is not coming back. Get over it already.
That's right.
Go to the one place that still lives on. It's called imagination.
Or you can just rewatch it.
Yeah. I'll watch it from the time.
This is really off topic, but it's sitting right here. I just want to tell you, it's drawn me back in. It has drawn me back in.
There you go.
That's not off topic.
Absolute Green Lantern. It has drawn me back in. This is really good right now too.
Hey, the tongue.
And for tomorrow's video, a little sneak peek.
He's talking about the kid friendliness of the Superman movie where Luthor shoots the guy in the head point blank range in front of Superman.
Oh yeah. And then this is I picked up some more Absolute Wonder Woman to get caught up because I did drop it, but the crossover's
Batman. Yeah,
crossover's coming, so I got to get caught back up. So
I don't think you're going to be a big fan of the Labyrinth story.
No, I mean the last issue I read is number 11 and it was trash, but it is what it is. So
they do because we did the Labyrinth story with the Minotaur for
yeah.
After that, it's just a 2-issue story arc because you kind of get to see the cost of magic. How they say whenever you use magic, it's at a cost. They kind of do 2 issues to introduce the cost of magic, and that's also when they roll in Zatanna for the first time. And they did not, spoiler alert, did not take this opportunity to fix the way they write her words.
Mark's having to read backwards, and he's pissed.
Dude, it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. The most ridiculous thing in the world. Why can't a single one of these writers just put an asterisk next to her dialogue in the little box that says spoken backwards at the bottom?
Not for nothing, but if they're the supposedly like the polar opposite of what you get in the regular, I think she could just speak,
Yeah. How she speaks backwards normally, and then when she casts spells, she speaks forward. How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
How about that? Billy, restore the Snyderverse. Love that book. There you go.
Absolutely.
Restore good movies. Yeah. Yeah, either one, right? Paul wins t-shirt contest tonight, like he normally does. He probably has that book sitting around somewhere.
It's up on the wall.
Up on the wall. Oh, I wouldn't count out Snyderverse coming back, especially in a streaming capacity. I think the way to make movies and make money from them is about to drastically change. I honestly think it changed years ago, and I honestly think that I honestly don't know where people connect anything that's happening at all to Snyderverse can come back. I don't, I play the Red Yarn game. It's like one of my favorite games in the world to play. There is no Red Yarn that connects Zack Snyder coming back to anything. The dude's actively working on other projects and sharing about them. He's working on The Last Photo right now, which he's doing his little modern war movie, and I can't wait to see that. It's going to be.
We talked about this last week. If DC really wants to give something, what they should do is get with Zack Snyder and a good writer and do whatever they had planned for Justice League 2 and 3 and do it in a comic book and a miniseries.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be the best, because that way the people that are legitimately fans would be happy to get the story. Like I'd be happy, super happy to get it in comic book form, and all just like the little
or an animated movie.
The little online weirdos or Reddit weirdos or wherever they hang out, they'll just act like they're all mad about it, and there you go.
Yeah. Right. I think they planned out their next animated movies for like 6 because they're doing Nightfall. They're doing the whole Nightfall saga.
A bunch of people also said the Snyderverse didn't exist. I don't even know what that means, Billy. As soon as Man of Steel released, it exists. Man of Steel, there it was.
I thought Billy died in season 3.
Oh no! All those actors have moved on. Yeah. Ben Affleck's been very adamant that he has no desire to return.
Did you guys see that trailer for that new movie that he's in with Matt Damon and Kyle Chandler?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it looks good, dude. It looks really good. What is the name of that?
Said Snyder Cut. Oh man, I don't know. I was seeing like I almost feel bad. I was one of the early proponents of releasing the Snyder Cut because a lot of us lived through and experienced the Donner Cut being released so long after the fact, and a lot of people were aware. And to this, I guess there's people that think that chemtrails are fake still. It's 2025 and people still think that chemtrails are a conspiracy when they're not even a secret. So that's just idiots on the internet. But at the time, the Snyder Cut didn't technically exist. They had to give Zach a $10 million budget and a salary that he forfeited to add to the budget to go back and make the Snyder Cut exist. So it didn't exist until HBO came into play. And the way that worked is a guy that was the head of HBO. He said every day when he checked his emails, the first thing he would notice is stuff about wanting to see Zack Snyder's finished Justice League movie. And the last email he'd read every day. And he thought it'd be a great marketing thing to kind of drive the early streaming stuff for HBO Max, and it worked out good. So it didn't exist until they went back and made it exist. They had to do reshoots, all kinds of stuff. People act like Gunn and Snyder are the only two DC directors they ignore and or forget Donner and Singer and more. Well, one, no one forgets Donner. I just mentioned him. And two, we all intentionally try not to talk about
There's
Singer.
a reason why we forget Singer.
Yeah, we were talking about, I was on a stream with Jamie, and we will happily talk Superman Returns and probably one of the greatest Superman scenes ever filmed with catching that plane. But I don't know if we're really going to lean into talking about Bryan Singer.
No, I don't want to bring that up.
Yeah, there's a reason why people don't go there.
Mm-hmm.
Supergirl trailer wasn't bad. If people go see this at the theaters, this film can play similar to Pixar Elemental, which made $489 million at the box office. Or here's a good comparison: if people go see it, it could play like Superman and make 600 and some odd change.
It could, but the thing is, Supergirl is not on the same level as Superman.
No, but you're starting to build up the universe now, and you remember how like with because the bad thing about this, or one of my fears, is that they try to blueprint the MCU too much. Even though the early days MCU is a good blueprint, it worked for that. I think some people might be a little bit past it, but they dropped Iron Man, then you had Captain America, Hulk, Thor. You had this momentum going. So when you finally got around to dropping Guardians of the Galaxy, this team that doesn't have the weight of these other people, but you had the audience on board, So you kind of get a little bit of momentum where the characters don't have to be as iconic to really, it's the franchise you're selling, not necessarily the title card. And I hope that's what they don't need to do with this. They need to sell the title card. They need to sell the character and not the brand. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Steve throwing out
I think it will. I don't see it doing very good.
Yeah, it's got a little ways to go. The movie theater market, it changes so much.
Do we know the budget yet for it?
No, they haven't announced it. James tried to gaslight some people who put up a $250 million budget saying, oh, it's nowhere near that. Yeah, okay, James. Yeah, okay, James. Okay.
It needs to be 100 or less, in my opinion. But I know it'll probably be closer to 200 or more. Just because it's hard in 2025 to make a movie for less than that.
Yeah, it really is.
Especially
if WB content goes to Netflix, it's not a bad deal at all. It's a terrible deal if you're for movie studios. David Ellison just wants to turn WB to alt-right Republican company that will alienate the audience. I don't know. I think that's a crazy statement. And you're forgetting the fact that like 75% of all media is far left-leaning, like Disney and Netflix and everything else. So go complain about that. Go complain about far left Democrat companies that alienate half their audience, like Disney, like the MCU. I mean, what are y'all talking? Whenever I see this alt-right thing, it's the most like uninformed opinion I've ever seen. Now, I will say, if you want to get into it, I'm a conspiracy guy. So David Ellison wants your data. He doesn't care about who you vote for. He doesn't care if you vote for Trump. He doesn't care if you vote for Kamala. He wants your data. He's not playing the president game. He's playing the bigger game of your data. And if you want to get into that dude, there's a whole thing to it with Palantir and all that, where it's all about surveillance and data. Data is the currency of the future. And that's what it all comes down to. He wants to be a media giant because he's already housing all the data servers for everything else. And the only way that you can have stuff for the future is when you need the data. The same reason I can't watch Apple Plus on my phone.
I'm saying that Apple makes a lot more off of your data than it does off of any Apple TV.
Yep. Movies are about to drastically change. In what way? When Gunn had his initial DCU phases, does anyone know if he has been keeping to those projects, or is it diverted to fit his selfish agenda?
A whole bunch of things that were initially announced that are supposedly gone by the wayside.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some things that like the Authority said has gotten back because everything can't happen at once. So he listed a thing that was like a 10-year projected plan, and we're only in like year 1 still. So Supergirl was announced, Superman was announced, Creature Commandos was announced, Swamp Thing was announced. Clayface was an add-in because he said, or like along with that, he said, if anyone comes in with good scripts or good ideas, we will take them into consideration. If we don't have a completed script, we will not roll forward with the movie. So a lot of it has to do with how people comes and goes with their projects, kind of thing. Sergeant Rock, they said, let's work on it. The script didn't get there. You know, Batman 2 is taking so long because the script wasn't there. Matt Reeves had some stuff going on and all that, but a lot of news coming out of that here.
Batman 2, absolutely. So supposedly Scarlett Johansson is going to be playing Harvey Dent's wife.
Everyone thought it was going to be the Mask of Phantasm.
I did. Yep. I sure did. That would have been amazing.
And will Brad Pitt finally be in a superhero movie?
Yeah, he's supposed to be Dr. Arkham?
Yeah.
If they get Brad Pitt for this, it's over with. Like, they need to just bring this Batman in. I've been saying it since the beginning, and I'm going to keep saying it. This needs to be the DCU Batman. It's that simple. Change directions. We don't need a Dame. Like, no matter what they announce, it's great to have an idea, but everything is fluid. Everything is fluid. All deals are bad, period. 100% Cliff. 100%. Some deals might be less bad than others, but none of them are good for the industry. None of them are good for the industry.
What up, Ruby?
Ruby G, the one, the only Ruben Guzman. Be sure to check out White Tiger Cool Common Collected on Instagram to get some artwork done. He does these fantastic cards. He can draw on anything, but these are great because it has his little stuff on the back where you can QR code that on your screen right there and get to his page, get some work done. I got some covers done by Ruby G, some art cards. Phenomenal individual. Less CGI, no name actors, basic stories with basic effects. I don't think I wish we'd get into a less CGI era. I think that would be highly beneficial. I think like the introduction of CGI was so different and so new, and you could do so many cool things that it was shocking. It was exciting. It was, you never know what you would see, but now everyone's so used to it. When you go let Tom Cruise hang on planes, you're like, holy smokes. Now real stunts are cool again. They need to shift back to that.
And that's why all the Batman movies of Christopher Nolan were so good, because 95% of it was real stunts and real things being done.
Yeah. Kevin, I would check your bubble, buddy, because this past week Trump was very mad at David Ellison and his personal news organization because they interviewed MTG.
Exactly.
Yeah, let MTG just roast the Republican Party. So everyone who's crying wolf about David Ellison are just showing yourselves to live in a bubble and to be ill-informed.
So supposedly he did apologize.
Yeah, apology doesn't revoke the interview, does it?
No, it does not.
Sure does not. I'm telling y'all, David Ellison doesn't give 2 craps for Trump. He doesn't give 2 craps for politics. It's a bigger agenda for anybody. Like, y'all got to remember, American leaders are 4 to 8 years at best. Politics here change so fast. Don't get caught up with the tribal sides, man. It's bigger than that. It is way bigger than that. If you're seeing tribal sides, you're not seeing the big picture. Homogenized entertainment has begun. Yep.
I just think you're probably going to see 99% of movies going to be established intellectual property. They're not going to take any chances anymore.
Yeah. And I think that Paramount as a company has done a great job with IPs. Dude, Warner Brothers has done good handling IPs. Warner Brothers has held IPs for so long and has done good by them for so long. Like, you can have a taste preference, what you want with DCU and Marvel stuff. You can't say that they misrepresented a lot of these DC characters. They might have got a bad casting job here or there. You didn't like Ezra Miller. The Rock did great as Black Adam. Jason Momoa wasn't a classic casting, but he delivered 2 great Aquaman films. Like, they've handled these properties for so long. Michael Keaton, no one believed in him. He did it. Heath Ledger. I mean, look what they've done for so long.
They made Beetlejuice into
Batman.
Like,
but Paramount holds a lot of IPs as well. They have the Turtles, they have Transformers, they have Mission Impossible franchise. They hold a lot of IPs that they've
Star Trek.
they've carried a lot of IPs. They know what they're doing. So I'm nervous about someone like Netflix getting it, because Netflix doesn't necessarily have that experience. I mean, that doesn't mean they can't do it. It just makes me a little more nervous about them being the ones that get it. My dream baddies team up is Hugo Strange and Ra's al Ghul, the two who know Bruce's bat versus and vice versa. That'd be a dangerous little team up right there.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on, Warlord? Good to see you, James. I want a new Batman. Pattinson was okay, but overall it was boring. Only chance for redemption for two rests on how they do Riddler. Only part that got me excited was the end. I love that movie.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I like the first half. I didn't think the second half was very good.
And apparently, I don't think Quentin Tarantino liked the Riddler.
Well, and Bruce Wayne, Batman, is supposed to be one of the smartest people in the world, and the Riddler and everyone makes him look stupid in that movie. So,
yeah, he definitely. I liked him having to like work the detective beat. It didn't feel like he was it didn't feel like he had the power of the plot on his side in that movie. For the first time ever, it wasn't like, oh, no matter what, Batman's going to figure it out. It actually added a layer of like, you know, who's ahead here, the villain or the hero, the villain or the hero. And you had the moments where you thought Gordon and Batman cracked it, and then you got the Penguin laughing at him like, what, you thought that was me? Like, what are you talking about? And then they miss it, and Falcone gets clipped walking out the door. Like, the villain actually was on par with our hero and ahead of him at times, because the Batman is such a he never loses with prep time kind of guy. They brought him down to realism.
But it also kind of makes sense. I mean, to me, if your mom just thinking in the real world, right? Probably the first time they meet, it's probably going to be more evenly than multiple times where they meet and they start to, you know, get what the other person's routine is and how they act and everything. That's when I think that's when all the prep time comes in. You're not going to prep for something that you've never had before.
That's true. This was his first like real villain, other than just beating up street thugs and stuff. The score in that movie is fantastic. Who sings that song? That's Something in the Way. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that is.
I watched Jarhead today, and I forgot that song was like one of like the only needle drops in that movie. Jarhead too. The Rip is the name of it. Okay.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Is that that's the Matt
Nirvana,
Damon, right? The Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. Yep.
When he has his tattooed on his hand.
Yes.
Are we really
good?
Is it out yet, or is it just a trailer?
No, it's a Netflix coming.
Yeah, Netflix movie.
Did y'all ever see Extraction? I still think that's my favorite Netflix original movie ever, with Tyler Rake. Yeah, Nirvana. Yeah, Netflix does do some good movies from time to time, no doubt about it. Did y'all ever watch that Halle Berry movie with the AI mech suits sci-fi movie? Came out late last year or earlier this year.
Nope.
Forgot what the name of it was. I wanted to go back and watch. I still haven't watched The Electric State. I started watching it and got distracted and never went back. Oh, they make a lot of stuff, that's for sure. The only thing that I can really think about with Netflix right now is Stranger Things. I'm very, very excited for part 2 of that. Yeah. Do you think they're going to ruin Christmas for everybody?
Is that why they're doing it on Christmas night, so that you want to have kids crying Christmas morning when Will's no longer around or something like that?
That's what I'm saying. Like they released
Harrington is totally dying.
They released the first 4 episodes on Thanksgiving, and the way that those 4 episodes in, we all felt thankful. We all felt hopeful. We were all excited. It was insane. It was intense. The long-awaited moments that we were all cheering for. And the next one comes on Christmas, and they're doing 3 episodes. And, you know, everyone's afraid, like, we got to lose somebody, right? And everyone's scared it's going to be Steve.
Did you see what the Duffer Brothers said?
I don't know if I want to know.
He basically said that, Frank Darabont, who is a A-list
major director,
Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, right? Who did some of the but he's directing another episode of the next 3. He's directing episode 5, and he says the Duffer Brothers says it's going to blow people away. It probably is like their most favorite episode. But he said episode 7 is the most emotional episode of the entire series. So that's what they're going to end with on Christmas.
So we're all going to wake up. We're all going to wake up Christmas morning, be grateful to be with our family, open presents, have these meals, just smiles, hugs all day long, be full of food. And We're going to be tired and the evening's going to wind down. The kids will be passed out early from the big day, and we'll be sitting there firing up Stranger Things. And come about midnight on Christmas Day, we're all going to be crying or throwing stuff at our TV and going to bed
Crying ourselves to
miserable.
sleep. Yep.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
But then the last one is on New Year's Eve, and I'm like, maybe they did that so that people can come away from the episode 8 saying, you know what, 2026 is going to be an awesome year.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So New Year's Eve, I'm already excited about it. I just spend New Year's Eve here. Pop comes by and we shoot off some fireworks in the driveway and everything. And typically in bed, I got to work and stuff. Like intentionally staying up past midnight is reckless in my line of work at this point. It happens accidentally normally, but I got to at least be in bed to start winding down, doom scrolling or something. I know we were looking at this. Paul, you looked into it about the ticket plus, what is it? Bucket popcorn and soda or something?
Yeah, AMC anyway. What they were doing is they were charging the ticket, and then you had to plus $20, and you got a bucket of popcorn and a soda, or whatever. And I'm like, and there was only one seat left, or like a couple seats left. They were all in the front row, so I decided, and I wasn't gonna go on New Year's Day, so I'm just, you know what, I'll watch it on New Year's Eve at home instead. So.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it at home because it's a little reckless. But the kids are all into it now. They say the S word a lot, but other than that, it's really not that.
And it's mostly Dustin that says it.
And when you're sitting there with like your 8-year-old and you're thinking, God, I hope they don't cuss. When that's going through your head, you really notice how much they just say the S word unnaturally. It's ridiculous. Yep. Can't be any worse than how we lost little Richie on Dairy. Oh, I don't know. The only thing that'd be worse about it is the time that we've spent with the Stranger Things characters. Yeah. They've been around for a decade. Mm-hmm. Did y'all look into the lore, possibly, like the little kid Richie, how he died saving that girl? Mm-hmm. I wonder who that girl is when she grows up, because there's a Richie in the 1980s, and I'm wondering if the Richie from the 1980s, I'm wondering if his mom is that little girl. There's a little fan connection that he was named after. The Richie from the 80s was named after the one that died.
Maybe.
Oh, Steve, are you watching Welcome to Derry?
I am not. I don't like scary things. Stranger Things.
You know what?
Stranger Things is the only scary thing I watch.
Between the absolute Joker and and Pennywise, it's no wonder people are scared of clowns.
Yeah. Sleeping to noon. I couldn't even physically do that if I forced my body to. Sleeping till noon. Good grief. Aunt and Uncle's place for Christmas dinner, and then coming home and watching Stranger Things. So, yeah, I think I'd have to be like in an induced coma to sleep that till noon. And I can come home and take a nap. I can do that. I can fall asleep almost on command, but I'll be awake shortly.
Amazing.
I'm in bed around half of an a.m.
1 to 2 a.m.
Half of an a.m. And alarm is set for 5:30. Yeah, that's about where I'm at. I typically fall asleep around 12-ish, sometimes a little later, and I'm up at 5 to 5:30 for work. That's enough for me. That's enough sleep. But I like I said, like I can shut down in the drop of a dime. Just
and the one day he can get to bed early, I make him come to guess that key.
Dude, and it's not even that I can get to bed early, because realistically, that's not true, because some days I do pass out early. Like I'll be asleep by like 7:45, just face first on the bed with my knees on the ground, still just. That's for some people. Yeah. Some people, 4 hours all you need anymore is wasting time. Definitely some people. Some people can't function without more. Biology is a funny thing. I'm one of those people that less is more. But I can't stress this enough. I cherish cat naps. Like, give me a 10-minute power nap. It works on me. But Welcome to Derry is pretty insane. Do y'all want to talk about or touch on anything else from this week? Talk the Lanterns. What y'all think of that before we get into Welcome to Derry?
I think Lanterns looks amazing. It's only a teaser trailer. I want to see the full trailer, but I'm not surprised. Kyle Chandler's amazing. Like, I was worried about him playing a hothead like Hal, but like There's only
Did
one
it.
or two scenes. He did
Did
it.
it in 11 seconds. Did it.
He did it.
Yeah, so for those that might not have seen it, you pretty much just have Al and John walking what looked like through a military barrack and kind of some dialogue over it. Like you think you're ready, you're not ready to whatever till the ring says you're ready. And it cuts to them in a car and Hal driving, and he puts his ring on the dash and hops out the door. And John looks like, what are you doing? And the car goes off a cliff. Like basically he's forcing John to put the ring on. I think that John might be reluctant because he's been reluctant. The idea of being worthy in the comics, you know, they touched on that specifically in that World's Finest retelling of his origin story.
Mhm. I was kind of expecting when he put the ring on the dashboard that he was going to say, you know, clear eyes, full ring, and then like dive out the.
That would be amazing. Oh my God. So my question is that his ring or is that John's ring? Like is John supposed to be taking over for Hal? Like these are questions that I have to know.
That's a good point. I don't know. Realistically, I think it should be John's ring.
Yeah, they both should have a ring.
Yeah, because you would think that, I mean, because his ring would be the thing that protects him when he jumps out of the car.
Yeah, tell me.
and we know that he's wearing one.
Yeah.
In like that scene because you see them walking down the road.
And they both have one.
Well, I know that Kyle Chandler has one. I did not see one on Jon Stewart's hand.
I could have sworn, and I could be very wrong, but I could have sworn in like those first photos that they shared forever ago.
Yeah,
they might have both had one.
Yeah, I thought they did too.
I'll look again.
But yeah, I think that it's either or is clearly Hal trying to encourage John to put the ring on. But it's just, and I said it in the chat, it's just a shame if John doesn't put the ring on and save that car. Like,
it's a pretty cool car.
He really should save that car.
You cannot see if he has one on or not in the picture of them walking down the road.
I picture the car exploding and then him flying off, and you see him coming up over the cliff.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is thinking the David movie has over 1 million pre-sale tickets. Of the next animated smash hit from Angel Studios, they did what was the name? King of Kings last year around Christmas time that did gangbusters, and they have the Story of David this year, which my kids are going. My mom's got plans already to take them like while we're running through the holiday stuff.
I saw the commercial for that, and the first thing I thought of was, man, that is the most lifelike hair I have ever seen in a cartoon.
Yeah, waft properly.
Yeah,
waft.
Exactly.
Yeah, another impressive showing from Angel Studios animation department. I'm looking forward to see it. They seem to be making some decent stuff. I'm trying to look at the cast on this thing again. It was there's some pretty wild cast. The dude playing David is a well-known singer. Phil Wickham is doing David. Pretty well-known singer, but yep, there was a lot of big names. Like Oscar Isaac was one of the main voice casts for King of Kings. Well, Leonard assumes all people have some same size fingers. Yeah, quite possibly. Probably doesn't. That's why they're walking. Good point, Pops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably why they're walking down the road after the fact. Anyone see the Nick Cage Jesus horror movie called Carpenter's Son? I did see the trailer for that.
It was a Lincoln Grand National. Wasn't that what that car was? The black one?
Might have been, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it
looked like a Cutlass.
Oh, it could have been a Cutlass. I thought it was a Grand National, but
I could be wrong. I'm just like, it flies off a cliff pretty quick. And those cars might not look too different from each other. Yeah, this looks crazy. Like the Carpenter's Son, it looks like it's focusing on the story where the devil was tempting Christ.
It is a Grand National.
There you go. Hashtag pass. Pass. Yeah, young David.
I'm gonna make a theory here. That happens at the very end of the episode of episode 1. Like the whole scene of like the car going off the side, and then and then them both being Green Lanterns walking back in slow motion, looking badass.
The big picture, the big question: what do y'all think they're going to do with their suit designs for this? Are we going to get like a a real life version of classic costumes? Are they going to do something like we saw in the Earth 1 series where it's more just like an actual suit and there's glowing green around it? What do y'all expect to see costume wise from this production?
Go ahead, Paul.
I would expect to see something closer towards comics accurate.
I expect them to not have a suit on until they're actually in battle. I think they'll have the ring on and be able to use it, but like wear normal clothes like Guy Gardner does in the Superman movie.
Oh,
You
I
know
don't
what I
think that.
mean?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think they're gonna. I
They're
don't
not
think
going to
the
suit up for
majority of their
maybe a
time is
couple
going to be
scenes.
in their suits, but I think when they, you know, when they go, they're gonna, they're gonna go with a comic accurate suit. But I'm with you. I think that they'll probably. I think that if they're investigating a murder, which is supposedly what they're doing, they probably don't want to come in, glowing green when they're
Yeah.
asking people questions.
Yeah. I think comic accurate would be best, but Guy Gardner's wasn't 100% comic accurate. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's something that has been put out there as well. That looks pretty
that,
cool.
that's
This
the
is
Earth
from
one.
Yeah, this is from Earth 1 where what he's wearing in this is just a spacesuit without the helmet on
Mhm.
because he was doing some astronaut-esque stuff in the Earth 1 series. So when he was using his ring, it doesn't form like a specific Green Lantern costume around it. He just has the green glow and the symbol on the pre-existing clothes he's wearing, kind of thing. I'm kind of thinking that they might do that for a lot of it, and that maybe like with some kind of like, I don't know, epic buildup, they'll do like a full-on kind of thing. Because
Maybe they'll do that
realistically,
until they get like a whole bunch of other lanterns together, and then maybe.
I don't see them having the
because
logo on his chest. Maybe they do, but I mean, Guy Gardner doesn't. So
I was about to say, Steve made a good point about Guy Gardner, and he's also a unique lantern that he wears the lantern suit
Mhm.
all the time, kind of anyways. And
he wants everyone to
his
know.
lantern suit's a little different than everyone else. So I feel like that it could still go either way, because maybe that's like a soft introduction to the idea. Like,
Yeah.
Guy didn't even have green glow around him or nothing, but
No.
I would
it
love to
doesn't
see like the Ethan Van Sciver thing where it's like
full on. Yeah, that's what I
hovering,
want to see.
and the lantern hovers a little bit over
Yeah,
the
just
chest.
like that. Ethan was the one that with his style introduced that, where this chest logo is actually up like a badge. Like,
Right.
such a great concept. Grand National, a body in Monte Carlo, and a cutlass are almost identical.
Yeah.
There you go.
I expect them to probably do it the cheapest way possible for a TV show.
But hey,
but it is HBO. It is HBO. This is not the CW.
It's not just TV. It's HBO.
Yeah, that's true.
Man. All I know is I'm excited about it. Like, I'm super hyped. I got questions.
I'm more hyped for that than Supergirl.
It feels good to have questions, to see that and make me want to know more. And like you said, like Kyle Chandler, like he nailed it. Just he had that bravado and that hot-headedness, that flyboy attitude. Just like, I need you to do something, and I'll jump out of a car to get you to do it. Like,
yep,
there it is. Nailed it. Despite Jon Stewart needing to be older than Hal Jordan, I'll let it pass.
Well, I think they're probably going to have Jon Stewart be the main Green Lantern in this universe, but we'll see. I mean, they are setting up. I mean, it is absolutely wild that we have 3 different Green Lanterns before we have a Wonder Woman or Batman. I will say that is wild to me.
I'm for it. Oh, I said I'd show you these. I've shared it in the chat. When I was a kid in the 90s, we did this thing at church where we took these little they're little
clay pots.
Yeah, so we took 2 of them. We took this leather string and we made wind chimes out of them. But we got to paint on them whatever we wanted. And because we were at church, this is the 90s now. I did Kingdom Come Superman, Kyle Green Lantern, because drawing that symbol was awesome. Flash and Shazam, because I wanted Kingdom Come, and those were the most iconic characters for me. And just the basic Green Lantern symbol is never enough once you're introduced to that really cool design right there. But no, Mom brought them and dropped them off today.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
So when I say that Kingdom Come has been my favorite comic book story since I was in the 3rd grade, like,
he wasn't lying.
I'm consistent, if anything. Like,
right.
That thing's awesome. I'm afraid to hang it up. I don't want it to clink and break. It's made it this long, like 30 plus years. How training John along the way. Yeah, exactly. Who is the big bad supposed to be? We know Sinestro is in it.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't they confirm Atrocitus?
I thought Atrocitus and Kilowog were both supposed to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, who do you like? Let's get quick question. Whose death are they investigating? We've asked it before. Has anyone's opinion changed? Any new theories?
Well, they're on a military base. It has to be someone military.
Well, I think that's just connected to Hal, possibly.
Right.
Well, that's a good point too, because who knows if he's the Green Lantern or not. So
is it Carol Ferris?
Yeah, it could easily be tied to military. I'm hoping that it's Guy Gardner because that's why he exists.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm afraid that it's Alan Scott.
Yeah.
It could be
a crime.
It could be Alan Scott. It could be Carol Ferris. It could be.
It was
a multitude of people.
It was Aricia, and Hal did it in a fit of passion.
No. Release the Jordan files. Steve, in the 1980s, they did this story where Hal meets this girl that's physically aged up, and she's technically a teenager, and she's dating Hal Jordan, but just with the snap of a finger, she's like, they try to say, no, she's older now. And it was a very controversial move where he was pretty much robbing the cradle, and it was like, no, we got. So it's kind of, it didn't last long, but it's definitely stuck with him.
Right.
So much so, like, you know what, we should turn this guy into a villain, let him destroy everything, and then we'll just make him one of the biggest bad guys we've ever seen, and we'll kill him off. We can't do this. Yeah, there we go. That was Kyle Rayner's girlfriend, right. Major Force. That would be cool. Could have sworn they already said they were investigating Alan Scott's murder. I don't think that they've confirmed
anything. They have not said anything yet.
I know that there's some theories bouncing around, and after the JSA mural in the Superman movie confirming the old heads have already been around a long time, and the intro to Superman confirming the 3 generations or of heroes before, it would just be such a crime to kill off Alan Scott. They just need to give us a JSA movie. Do like a prequel movie. Don't have to tie to any of the other movies.
Like Wildcat and Hourman.
Yes.
That'd be
amazing. Get Jay Garrett in there. Like, dude, wouldn't that just be like the greatest superhero movie ever, just to get like a superhero noir film?
It would be.
JSAers?
I could see that being a TV show, though.
You can force it to make $1 billion instantly. Just let me do the marketing. I'll get a picture of just give me the poster, put a swastika on it, and I'll say we're beating up Nazis. And then every idiot on the internet would be like, oh, it's the first time ever superheroes fought Nazis. I got to go watch it. Because that's what they did for the Batman annual.
True.
Like, oh, they're fighting Nazis. I better buy this. That never happened before. Then they take to the internet, look, I'm anti-Nazi. I'm like, how courageous of you. The rest of us buy these books every week. It's so funny. The JSA book that came out like the very next week. We said it here. I'm like, if you think this is great, try JSA. Then the next week, part 2 came out. They're fighting Nazis. It's kind of their thing. LSH movie set in future. Legion of Superheroes. I don't know if that would play so well. I think it would for like the I just feel like Legion of Superheroes was so big through the 60s, 70s or whatever. It's kind of a deep cut thing now because they just haven't done much with them.
Yeah.
JSA versus Nazi pirates. That'd be good. And they're all riding dinosaurs. What was that Iron Skies movie? The moon base with the Nazis and riding dinosaurs. That movie was wild. It was fun. Man, what are some of the big reads from this week for you guys?
Well, obviously, Absolute Batman 15. I mean, that's got to be the biggest one, right?
What?
Anyone ever heard of that?
It wasn't my read of the week. I'll be honest with you guys. I love.
Okay, well, I haven't read all the other stuff because I don't have them, right? But
I'll be fair with you. I don't think you read what my read of the week is not one that's on your pool list. So I'll be.
Let me hear it. Geiger, right?
Like legit. This was my read of the week. How'd you know?
Because I saw it on the list. And
it was
Jeff Johns, and
it was all the epilogue.
That was a huge part of it. But this issue just hit for me like really hard. I was reading it, going through it. So it's a kind of a standalone issue. Like we were introduced to this character, Steve. She's the glowing woman. Her name is Ash Arden. Like through the nuclear explosion that, that's how Treat got his power. It's like an adverse reaction to the nuclear fallout. Well, it turns out he wasn't the only one. And they did the story with Ash Arden some issues ago. And she actually faces off with Tariq. She's kind of lost herself, in the post-apocalyptic world where Geiger can go around and punish all these people and forget them. It all sits with her. She's like just completely traumatized. And she was about to kind of pull this terrible stunt, and she was stopped by Geiger and Junkyard Joe and stuff. So this catches up with her after the fact. What is she doing now? Because she's not a villain. She's damaged. And what she's doing is she's going around and she's kind of like, I don't know, it's almost like she's trying to repent, via her actions. And she's going around finding terrible people in this horrid wasteland. And she's trying to protect some innocents and take out some guilty. And she does it in some violent ways. And the innocent people she's taking care of are these kids that she caught in a smuggling operation. And for numerous reasons, like organs or high value items in this post-apocalyptic world where radiation poison is an issue, fresh meat, food is an issue, deviancy is an issue. And she goes around and she's just savage. And it ends with her walking down the street and she's in someone's crosshairs. And they're saying, "Oh man, I thought I was tracking the glowing man, but this is a woman. Interesting, but completely pointless for me." And then and when it comes to me, well, no, he said there's a price on his head big enough to change my life forever. And when it comes to me, well, forever is quite literal. My name is Simon Pure, but I'm anything but, as you'll come to know. So my main man with pots and pans, Redcoat, has finally made it to the frickin' Geiger world, which they've been teased ever since like the earliest days of Junkyard Joe Volume 1. But really, really excited about that. Her story was really good. Gary Frank's artwork is just incredible. It lines up with it perfectly. We got Junkyard Joe here. We got Redcoat here now. They've really stacked out the cast. The Northerner, he's on the way, hot on their heels. Who's a time traveler. And we're still waiting to get the reveal of who exactly President Griffin is. And the first ghost is about to be introduced. Yes. I feel that she's repenting, making up for what she's done. I love her so much. Yeah, dude, she's amazing. Like, I love this character. And the way that we've talked about this before, we're up to issue 19 for Geiger ongoing. And it's the same thing with Redcoat. These aren't rushed stories. These aren't rushed characterizations. Like you'll get a full-on comic, but you're not moving down a timeline very fast. And it gives you really time to develop with these characters. So you're kind of feeling the emotional beat really well for them. It's paced so well where you actually care so much about each of these characters. Like hell, even Nate the Night Zigzag, the stupid zebra.
Yeah, and it's funny too because the last page that shows Redcoat is the way Jeff Johns was the first page of every Redcoat for like the first year. That was exactly the way he started every single issue.
That's still the way he starts.
My name is Simon Pure. Although you come to find out that I'm not
anything but.
Yeah, anything but.
Yeah, they do that with every issue except that last one when he was going by the alias Plum.
Right.
Yeah, it's just really good, Steve. I think you would love it. I mean, you're more than aware of the creative teams for all of these.
Yeah, Jeff Johns. Yeah,
Gary Frank, Brian Hitch, Jason Fabak. You know, Rook Exodus. That's literally the Three Jokers team.
And I love Three Jokers, and everyone
Geiger,
I love Three Jokers.
This is the Doomsday Clock team. This is the like Jeff Johns and Gary Frank did a lot of stuff together. They did the that Secret Origins 12-issue miniseries for Superman, retelling his lineage. And Gary Frank and Jeff Johns have done a lot together. Jeff Johns and Brian Hitch have worked together. All of them. They're all like mega creative teams from DC that are all just doing their own thing now. So you get it. I think you would like the trade paperbacks a lot to be able to just burn through an arc because they'll read fast.
Mm-hmm.
They really will, but the artwork will just have you spending time in them. Wait, Burke isn't reading the Ghost Machine universe? Dude, you need to jump on this. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I need to.
I might just Christmas you a trade paperback or two, like a volume 1 of them.
Hey, I'm
Do you
reading.
You like history?
A little bit.
I mean, like, I'm not saying like you sit there like a historian, but it's when you hear stuff like history, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
like even the slightest little nudge. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I go into coworker's room all the time. He's a social studies teacher, and whenever he talks about stuff, I'm like, yeah, I already knew that. I know that.
Maybe your daughter will get you one for Christmas to go along with your comic.
in all seriousness, if you know a little bit about history, it makes Red Coat astronomically more fun. If you're familiar with who Benedict Arnold is, the fact of who the founding fathers were to a small, like the more you know, the more you pick up on what they're putting down, kind of thing. In Red Coat, it's great, but you don't need to be a historian. It's just like a base level of, I paid attention enough to pass when I went through school, kind of thing.
Right.
What is going on, Scotty? Happy Hanukkah to you too. It is the first night tonight, right?
Last night.
Okay, there you go. Ivan Reese, Jason Verbacher, both killing it with their art on Rook and Hyde Street, and Geiger's amazing art too. Yeah, Hyde Street hasn't been named the Unnamed Universe, but for those keen eye, like me and Paul brought it up when we were hanging out with Jeff Johns and Brian Hitch and Jason Fabach. When Simon Pure jumps out of the window of the building in issue number 1, out of the building and lands in the street, he lands on Hyde Street. It says it in the address on one of the buildings behind him. NBC is going to sue, Mark. The more you know. Stay warm. It's going to be 25 here in the 4 a.m. Yeah, it's going to be cold in the morning for us for sure. But yeah, that was my read of the week. That one just sent me the most, man. I was super excited for it. What about you guys?
This was a great story, and this was my cover of the week, and a great story.
Well, let's see what you got here. Oh, and
was it good?
Yeah.
This was my second favorite read of the week. This was my number 1 DC book for the week. The Aquaman versus Hawkman. It's technically Aquaman issue number 12, and I love that cover. I just don't like the weird anime face on Arthur.
It definitely does have an anime face.
Yeah, he looks way younger than he
looks. I love the feather hair on his Can
you hold it closer? Yeah. Oh yeah, on his forearm. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the Aquaman's face looks weird. It's just
it never does have an anime type of a look to it, but
yeah, the only one I've read is Absolute Batman 15, and it was very good. So,
Mark, are you giving any of the Ignition Press books a chance other than Arcadia? Nope. Be honest with you, I couldn't even name one other than Arcadia. I follow the Miranda brothers. I'm not following Ignition Press. I talked to Inaki early on when I saw they were connected to it, and he said it's just kind of like pretty much basically, these aren't his words, but it's like Distillery or Ghost Machine, just a collective of creators under their own imprint.
Yeah.
But Arcadia number 1 was exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this was awesome. It was the second round of Fight Month.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, are you aware of the winners?
Mm-mm.
So
I know I read the Superman and Captain Atom one, which I didn't think was as good as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be way better than it was, but
you got Wonder Woman and Lobo.
I mean, it's pretty obvious Wonder Woman's going to win that. I mean, you're not going to take out one of the Trinity, but I guess it had before with Batman. So, but I heard Mark say that Wonder Woman beats him to a pulp, so I know that she wins that one.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, you did.
Lobo quite literally beats her to a pulp in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
Quite literally, like he just put some paws on her. Game over. And in round 2, it took the entirety of the Wonder Woman collective, all the sisters and Amazons, to come in and fight him simultaneously to put him down. And for round 3, I don't like what they did in round 3 at all. They just they put him audible.
I don't like what they did in round 3 of Superman versus Captain Atom either.
Yeah, and they kind of do like that in here. I guess they didn't want to declare a winner, kind of like with that, like Captain Atom put them paws on Superman. He's like, dude, I'm not Superman, but I got the solution for a Superman.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some metamorpho stuff going on.
Yeah, but Captain Atom properly has some issues and stuff. You know what I mean? Like he's Dr. Manhattan. He can manipulate like stuff at atomic levels, but he cheated. Mm-hmm. He bent the rules. And we also saw that happen in what was the other book where they bent the rules? There's 2 books where they bent the rules at the same time. Oh, Batman bent the rules, and that's how he ended up in Night Fight situation.
Yeah, that's super dumb.
Yeah, it kind of does a little bit better with issue 2 of Night Fight because it kind of makes you care more about the actual story being told. Where you're like, okay, I'm going to let go of the gimmickness of it because this is actually interesting because we're exploring conversations with the Bat family we would never have outside of a situation.
Right.
But Lobo has to they kind of use a gimmick that I didn't think was too enjoyable. Like I don't know, it was almost like using the Lord name in vain and the Lord saying, "Oh, I'm going to make you lose now." I'm like, dude, you should have let Lobo win. If you're not gonna take Wonder Woman all the way through to be the ultimate winner, drop her right here. Give Lobo a chance to boost him up a little bit. But this is what happens. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, so Superman Captain Atom went to round 3 and they had to pull a gimmick card. You know what I mean? Like, how do we actually pick a winner? Because it could go either way. Wonder Woman, Lobo, they went to round 3, they had to pull a gimmick card.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no gimmick card needed. Who's the king?
Yeah.
I mean,
although he has been significantly powered up from where he was before.
Hey, so was Hawkman. This ties in, Steve, to Green Lantern Corps from 6 issues ago. Do you remember when Thanagar got exploded and there was the Hawk deity in its core?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
He's back. Like, you get to see where he goes after that in this issue of Aquaman, also written by Jeremy Adams. But Aquaman put some paws on Hawkman. So for round 2, Horus visits him and he like powers him up. So you're getting a god level Hawkman. This like, all right, Aquaman, you want to play on this level? Let's do this. Aquaman's like, you're joking, right? And put some paws on him again. Like,
I mean, Aquaman's already on another level considering the last 10, 12 issues, right? So
already on another level. But then, like you said, he's the avatar of the blue now. Like,
yep.
I love how they keep going with like, oh, so we're gonna bring you in. There's no water. It's like, what do you mean there's no water?
Yeah, they take him.
There's always water somewhere.
That's literally what that's what he says, dude. So then he takes him to space. He's like, oh, you think there's none here either? Like, oh my god,
I'm excited to read that because Jeremy Adams is pretty good,
dude. And reading order also, it's important. Hawkman and then the Lobo one, because in each issue of these there's a backup story that's what's going on with KO at the base of operations with Darkseid, Booster Gold, World Forger, and all that. So that battle is happening in the back pages of all of these. So you get like I think 4 to 8 pages of that in each issue also, which is really good. But dude, John Tim's art, like look at this juiced up Hawkman, like game time, dude. Let's try that again.
I wonder if we're ever going to get a Hawkman in the DCU or if it's going to be Hawkgirl and John Stewart together.
Look, Hawkman comes down and just snatches him and chokes him, and he's like talking and like blah, blah, blah. And Arthur's just looking at him. Hawkman's finally like, what are you doing? I told you there's water everywhere.
Right.
Bro, it is next level. And then he's like, you forget I am the Dark Tide. Like, God, tying back to the actual story arc. Like, bro, it was so good. John Timms, I don't know what it is. I love John Timms' artwork so much, dude.
It's just
he just fits that heroic comic vibe style stuff. Oh, it was so good. Dude, Horus coming in, like, I'm glad that they went back to that. Like, we said that when that issue of Green Lantern Corps came out, like, yo, they're doing stuff in this Green Lantern Corps book, this like DC continuity altering events. You can't ignore that Thanagar just blew up. This deity, this Hawk deity just came out of its core. What are we going to do with that? Here it is. You're in for a treat, dude. It's dynamic, it's fast paced. And the issue 3 of KO has all the winners on like the main cover, like the B cover. It looks like a video game fight card.
Oh shoot! So that's already out there about who wins then.
Yeah, it's been out there, and dude, I was just flipping through something, and it just came up on my page. I'm like, why would they even make this cover? Why would this cover exist? Because here's the thing: like, if you look at issue 5, the variants, you have Lobo on variants, you have Hawkman on variants, you have variants that insinuate that you don't know who won or not. You know, they're just doing cool covers. But you did this one cover of just the winners. Like it just doesn't make sense.
That's stupid, man.
It is. I agree. What was your big read for the week, Paul?
Oh, we already covered it.
Was it? Oh, it was Hawkman.
Yeah. Well, it was Aquaman. Yeah.
He said Aquaman. I was trying to show Hawkman some love. He deserved it after that whooping. Yeah, I was so happy that outcome. There's some of these things that I'm clutching my pearls reading them because I want my horse to win. You know what I mean?
Well, this was pretty good too. I thought he did a good job with this, the story, and teaching Clark learned another lesson. It's like because he's young, and so he has a decision to make. Can he use his powers and do one thing, or should he not use his powers and go another way? And he kind of splits the difference a little bit.
Somebody asked me on a Tuesday stream, why doesn't Superman just fly underground and just go get some gold so that he's rich? And I'm like, well, to be honest with you, they would probably write in some kind of issue with like land rights or something like that. It'd technically be stealing or something. That's literally the story in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's on my poll for the week as well.
Yeah. Like they touch on like some little detail. It's really coming into the morality of Superboy.
Right.
Like they get into all these different themes and all of these. Like the last issue, see was how he balances going from being this super being that everyone's cheering for to just this mundane kid. Right. This one is like when life throws something at you, obviously from the cover there, when life throws a problem at you, you can't shortcut your way out of it. As simple as just mining down and getting gold. Like, well, what does that say about you or us? Like, this is a bad situation, but there's ways to get out of them, and the shortcut's never it. Right. And that's just like a one page in it, the whole gold thing. That's not the main thing of it. There's a reason why their house is being foreclosed on. There's always nefarious players afoot, and he has to find the proper moral high ground to solve it. And it's a great issue. This is such a great series, the Superboy series.
I agree. I'm enjoying it for sure. Captain Comet.
Oh yeah, that was good stuff right there. You thought they were going to make him out to be a bad guy for a little while.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on here?
I think McFarlane is doing a figure of him coming up. One of those recent, they show like the people taking pictures of the screen with the figures on it. I could have sworn I've seen him on one of those. Are y'all pulling this Gotham by Gaslight?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this was the League of Justice. It's volume 3 of the Gaslight stuff. It's where the actual Justice League bands together to fight Luthor, and it followed up the Kryptonian age. You find out like Darkseid's presence exists inside the Phantom Zone, where Luthor was ultimately trying to get these relics from the Kryptonian age to access the Phantom Zone to get to this power, ultimately making it in there to come face to face with this power and it crippling him, just breaking his brain. And the League goes in there to stop him and finds him in a completely harmless state of existing. And then they have to fight their way out of there and find out how to get out of there and survive and hopefully not be detected by this entity known as Darkseid. It ends by saying just the beginning, and they don't really have to confront and fight Darkseid, though he is revealed in such a creative way. I was in the middle of reading this when I hopped on and was talking to Paul earlier, and I told him halfway through the book, like tensed up, turning the page every time, waiting for this big Darkseid reveal. But it was so cool how they did it, because they're in the Phantom Zone trying to move and operate without being detected, right? They get trapped in there. And while they're trapped in there, they're looking at Luthor. And what do they say to him? He says, where did you see him speak? Is the enemy upon us? And Luthor says, upon us? No, I wouldn't say that. And as the camera pans out, they're just little ants in his hand.
Whoa, dude.
Like awesome. It was cool as hell.
Nice.
But with the help of Jay Garrett, Green Lantern, and Cyborg, they're able to get out of there using the energy, the frequency, amplifying it with the ring, and using Cyborg as like a conduit. It was good stuff. That exact story has been told in Silver Age Superman. Yeah. Ain't nothing new under the sun. A lot of it is just reteaching new readers, repackaging.
Are you doing your giveaway on New Year's Eve? Is that what you said you're doing?
No, it's on the 28th. Yeah, it's the final Sunday of the month. So on the 28th, it'll be the At Year's End stream.
Okay.
We'll go through and talk like our best and worst of the year, comics, movies, shows.
I might be able to get on. That's my sister's birthday, and they're visiting, but I'll do my best to get on.
Yeah, it'll be a good one to be here for. I picked up another item for the giveaway. I picked up the DC Compact.
Oh,
for Kingdom Come.
Yes, dude, nice.
So
Nice.
so you can read it.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
you can read Kingdom Come on the go in the compact version, or you can read it at home in the absolute version.
I love that absolute version.
Look
Wow.
at the difference in these two. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, what does absolute versions cost though? Was it $59.99?
Say it again.
$59.99?
Nice try.
$99.99?
Yep.
I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Nice. Wow. $100.
That's $100 right there. Now, granted, now
you paid a lot more. You paid a lot more than that.
Here's the thing to think about. This specific version has been bought by Sector. It's been bought by Dr. Von Hoot, and it's been bought by me. And I paid well over that because I got it from Comics Curing Cancer last year.
Right.
So he bought it. Then it was donated by DBH won it. We donated it to C3, and then I bought it. And it was one of those things like I wasn't out to buy a lot from C3, but I'm going to donate a certain dollar amount. So I happily paid well over value for this because I was just making a donation through this book to it. So this book has had hundreds of dollars put toward it, some of which went to the American Cancer Society, and now it's going to be given away. And then, of course, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure from issue 4, the Superman figure. It's got the custom stand, and the background comes out and it goes with the stand, so you can recreate that cover and you can display it next to the actual book, which this is also more than $100 as well. So this is
I really hope I win that
giveaway.
I really hope I win that.
Included in here is all 4 issues of the history of the DC universe, the new history. And then you've got big time collectibles exclusives in there. Got to get some Marvel in there. Some Miko, some Doctor Doom, some
Marvel.
Silver Surfer foil. These are Fan Expo exclusives. These are San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. So some really exclusive stuff in there. That's ASM number 23. I don't know who did the cover, but if you win it, you can find out. Pretty significant. Oh, I'm gonna have to remind me of this. Plus the actual movie.
I want to see it. I've not seen it yet.
Plus your own set of chimes.
So this there's an unopened copy still with the Kingdom Come lanyard in there that comes with it, and inside of it has all the trading cards, art cards, and everything. So the other one's not even open. So all that stuff should be in there. I mean, I can't confirm or deny that. I'm gonna let y'all know. I backed this on Kickstarter. This is the Emerald edition. So that has the Alan Scott, the Palace in the Space exclusive cover. This version was a lot more limited than the regular one. You had to back it at a higher tier. So all of that stuff theoretically should be in here. I haven't opened it. It still even has the packing slip on there. I'm not going to show you my address, but
word of warning: if you only have a 4K player, it may not play.
Yeah, you got to play it on a Blu-ray player. That's why I ended up with
one of those.
Say what, Steve?
I do not have a Blu-ray player.
You can buy one, watch it, then return it. Keep your receipt.
There you go.
My parents might have one.
There you go.
Just watch it at their house.
It's a really good watch, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've never seen it, but I almost paid $30 just to watch it on their website. So
I might have a link.
Oh.
So there was an issue with it playing on 4K players, and they sent me it. So I talked to somebody, and they're like, "Hey, when I go back to the warehouse, I'll talk to them." And I'm like, "All right, that's fine, man." But I also sent an email to the campaign just to let them know. And within like a week, both people had sent me a replacement copy, though I didn't ask for one because I knew that it's not a replacement copy issue; it's a formatting issue. You'd have to press new discs kind of thing. So I ended up with 3 versions. I took one to Heroes Con. Brother John has one.
Nice.
I did like a Turok competition. Whoever brings me the most Turok #1s to the C3 booth, I'll give you the movie. And Brother John won that with a CGC 9.8 even. Like the dude came in clutch. Yeah. The ick has hit our house, dude. I hope you feel better, man.
Oh, no.
Well, get it now, John. Get it now. Get it out of your system. That way you'll feel strong for Christmas time, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I've been loving the compacts. Got about 15 of them, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, you can't beat the price.
Mm-hmm.
I got this one too that I bought it just to read on vacation. I wanted to give it away, but I'm gonna have to do a Superman theme giveaway again soon.
I let my friend borrow All-Star Superman. I don't even think he's read it yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I bought the New Frontier and Kingdom Come.
I love the New Frontier. I almost rebought it because I have it in the comic form, obviously.
I think these compact ones are great for vacation reading, but if I'm getting something for home, I'm one of the guys. Give me that absolute size or give me a regular size. Dude, those Black Label, I'm a sucker for those. I like that big format.
Yeah,
those compact ones are good for if you're on a plane ride or whatever or something like that. Like they pack away really, or like you said, vacation. They don't take a lot of space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're super cool. I might try to just make sure I get one to throw in with each Legion loot moving forward. It's a great way to get a story in. Good way to spread the word. But man, that's pretty much all I got for tonight. Y'all got anything else? Because we're going to make like a baby, head out and watch this series finale for Welcome to Derry. That last episode was crazy, Steve. It was just an all mayhem episode. There was this famous Stephen King character from The Shining, played by Scatman Crothers, who had the telekinesis or telekinetic abilities. He's in Welcome to Derry, and him and his military personnel, they get attacked by these townspeople for harboring a fugitive. And the violence, the blood, it attracts it. They basically get locked into these old barracks that they use as a nightclub, and it gets lit on fire. And while they're running for their lives inside, it appears inside and just starts eating people's faces, attacking them, going crazy. And
find out what the incident was in 1962 that drew it out, and how he was able to go back to sleep for 27 years because he had eaten enough.
Yeah, he was about to go back to sleep when the military finally, the reason they're there is exploring what this entity is, figuring out why it's trapped in this area, and learning that the general that's in charge of this base wants to release it on the world to instill fear. That whole concept that a tragedy brings us together. Ozymandias from Watchmen, wanting the explosion to happen because the world is on the brink of killing itself. It takes a tragedy to bring it back together. He wants to release this entity on the world to bring them back together, kind of thing. So one of its prison doors is left open, expanding its reach, and the episode ends with Pennywise looking like that, where he went back to go to sleep. So he's in his lair, which is full of body parts and blood, and he's just sitting in it up to his eyes, soaking with his eyes closed, getting ready to slumber, when they dig up one of the relics that kind of keep it in a perimeter. The relics are a piece of the meteor, because it's a cosmic entity. It's not just a random person that's a clown. It's a cosmic entity that takes on the shape of something fearful to you. Its actual true form is just 3 lights that are spiraling around each other, interconnected to each other, but it can take on any form at once. But they pick up one of these meteor shards that keep it in the area and destroy it, and it kind of expands its area, and it immediately wakes back up and heads out to one of the kids' houses that had been involved in the whole thing and kidnaps the kid. It was wild. Ollie's has been the spot for trade paperbacks. I've been grabbing collections for pennies on the dollar. Dude, I get in there a lot. Y'all, if you catch my Tuesday stream, Sledge, right now I'm doing packs, but I do super chat goals on there. And I went and bought like a bunch of trade paperbacks, and we hit the super chat goal, and I'd spin a wheel and see which one to throw in there. I do random little bonus things on there. But I did that for a while. Had like Superman Doomsday, Batman Earth 1. But Ollie's is the bee's knees for good deals on comic books for sure.
I wish we had an Ollie's in town. I wish I had a comic book store in town.
We got 2 all the time. Well, I say 2. We got 2 in town. We got one like right by our mall now, which ain't bad. But we still like to drive out to Aiken. It's about like 30, 40 minutes up the road to the Ollie's up there. We typically would go once a year around Christmas time.
My wife said I should talk my parents into selling comic books at their Ace Hardware.
That's not necessarily a bad idea, Steve.
There's no store in town. Might as well. but I know what they'd say. They say, okay, we will if you come and, order it and get all the bags and boards. And if it doesn't sell, then, it's on you.
My town is very likely to get a new comic book store. Why? Are you opening it, Sludge? Your town is my town. My town is your town. We share towns. Tell me more. Stay out of my ollies. No, sir. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, I hope everyone has a fantastic night. I hope everyone has a fantastic week. And it's been a good week. Oh, this came out too. This was notable.
I figured you got that. I
Yeah.
saw that on the thing, and I was like, he's getting it.
Yeah, so the eldest that is inhabiting the Hulk body that no longer belongs to Bruce Banner goes down underwater where it's awakening ancient monster deities. One of them was buried under Atlantis, thought to be a myth, and it wakes it up and says, come fight with me, come fight for me, and that was pretty much it. Cool art. Comic store in Vegas last 2 years and disappear. Buy more, Chris. It's on you.
Everything in Vegas is disappearing, man.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure y'all check out the channel membership and the Legion tier if you want to get entered into that massive giveaway. We'll be live Wednesday on Paul's channel for the Christmas edition of Guess That Key, where there'll be multiple live prizes for anybody in the chat. So for that Mega Kingdom Come thing, you got to be a channel member in the Legion tier for that. But I'll probably bring one more prize for anybody in the live chat. It won't be near that caliber. Probably just a John Jang pack. I save up John Jang variants all year to do John Jang giveaway. So there'll be a John Jang giveaway on Guess That Key along with a CGC giveaway on Guess That Key. Countless other things. Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I love that cover. Torpedo sucks at
9 o'clock Wednesday night.
9 o'clock. Then tomorrow at 10 a.m.
I saw that giveaway you have going.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
And tomorrow at 10 a.m. is the deep dive into Absolute Batman 15. If you didn't get a copy, we go page by page through it, pretty much explaining all that.
No comic book store has any of them. They're sold out everywhere.
Of what?
Absolute Batman 15. Unless you get like the ratios or whatever that are higher priced.
Wonder if ABX has any left.
I don't know.
I
bet not.
I can go there and get an annual right now. And people don't think about this, Steve. You know, it was the
is that Pennywise or what?
No, wait, you have that open. No, wait. If you know that Absolute Batman #1 is worth a lot of money, but only the A cover. This Joker 15 people are going after. They want the A cover. The annual, the Danny Warren Johnson, want the A cover. Paul, open that front cover.
What's inside of it?
The A cover. Open the back cover. The original back cover to the A cover. So it's just so you can just open it, hold it, and pop the card stock off, and you have an A cover.
Right, including obviously.
Do you think people do that?
No, because they're too stupid to know it. Because they're new DC fans. They don't know. They don't open them, Steve.
And if you're friends with the comic book shop, what they can do is they can take this, they can scan this barcode instead, and you pay $1 less than you would for the B cover.
We don't scan at ABX. We stack them. Old school, baby. Got the calculator. Bang, bang, bang. Plus. Next book. Bang, 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 bang. Plus.
But they have, like I said, if you're friends with the person and it's a way to save $1 off.
That sounds like theft, if you ask me.
I don't do it, but people could.
Yeah, that's reckless. Now that you think about it, yeah.
I kind of want to do that now. I kind of want to buy like a BCD whatever cover and take it off and see if I could get it off without messing up the book.
You can. It's not hard. Not hard at all.
But that I was more looking at that because that looks like Pennywise to me.
Kind of does. Kind of does.
The Sludge brings up a good point. I completely forgot about this thing because it just got fired up today. Let me verify this. So there were some items that came in late for Comics Curing Cancer. A couple of the hearts, a few other items. We got a lot of the
it looked like chalk art almost or something.
What's his name? Silverback Graphics.
Yeah.
Sledge, give me his name, please, sir. Silverback Graphics. He does some really cool art pieces. I've got a handful of them. Let me pull this up. So the just search Comics Curing Cancer. hit up the thing, items in the top left corner, and we got these auctions going off. So some sketch covers, some art, some 11 set by 17 original art. Like there's all Brian Silverbacks, isn't that his name? Yeah, Boss Kong. There it is. Boss Kong. Silverback Graphics, Boss Kong. So we got a lot of pieces on here, different sizes, different characters, different designs. These things, these pictures do them no justice. Multimedia, a lot of them will glow in the dark, be texturized, all kinds of cool stuff. We got Street Sharks on here, Freddy Krueger. Looks like Reptar. That's amazing. Got a Predator, Dinosaur, but a couple of the hearts, Spider-Gwen heart and a Spider-Man heart. So these are going to be going for 14 days, 2 weeks. So some cool stuff.
The Brave and the Bold is still being written.
Yeah. And Chaos, I do not do that at all.
Sector thievery, arrest call.
But it could be done, and I don't know why. I mean, DC to me, why would they put that in a position where it could be?
I don't know.
I guess they don't really care. DC doesn't really care because they're getting paid.
They're bought already. It's on the shops to protect their merchandise.
Exactly.
So like a lot of shops. I know, a lot of shops or books are bagged and boarded when they come to the register anyway. But I dropped the link for the Comics Curing Cancer auction. Go check it out. Go take a peek at it if you haven't already. Pick up some cool stuff. It all goes to the American Cancer Society. And that auction will still be going to the 2025 pool, which is already well exceeded $65,000.
You guys are awesome.
65,680. No, we as a community are awesome.
Yeah, no, but
you participated. You sold some stuff on there. I was present for it happening. You literally sold the shirt off your back. Paul came through and bought. Sledge donated the signed Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson trading cards, as well as the Andre the Giant card. Sector coughed up. Look at that.
He's not the only person. He's not the only person who can pick up something within arm's reach as soon as somebody says something about it.
You are catching on.
Are you going to get that graded at some point?
I don't know.
Not from PSA.
Exactly.
Why do you say that?
Oh, dude, there's the biggest scandal a bigger scandal happening with PSA right now in their card division than anything that's happened with CGC.
What's going on?
They have a buyback program. PSA is like the leading grader of trading cards. That's why they wanted to get into comics. And so many of these like very disingenuous, grifting content creators like, I'm going to PSA grade my comics now. They're the best ever. Well, PSA does this buyback program, right? And if you don't want your cards, you can sell them to PSA, the company that graded them. So these people sold their cards to PSA, tracked their cert number, and saw where PSA were taking their 9.5s, buying them back, regrading them as 10.0s, and then selling them.
Oh, no.
So they're already buying them back less than worth, but instead of buying them back and just selling them for the margin, they're maxing the margin and selling them back. So a lot of stores that are official, what do you call them? Not dealers, but vendors or whatever, how you could go to some stores that have accounts with them, and those stores operate as witnesses, as official licensed middlemen for them. They're putting up signs, sorry for the inconvenience. We won't be dealing with these jabronis or anything.
That's crazy, dude. That's bad. I had not heard that.
I wouldn't grade him as the authentication sticker will kill the grade. Just my 2 cents. Is the sticker? Oh yeah, because the sticker's probably on the actual card. I have a 101 signed Cena card and gave it away to a friend to get graded and give to his wife for her baby a few months ago. I got him laid big time. That's awesome. Even I sold some stuff during C3, one of which was all them Alex Ross covers that got gifted to Mon Comics. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, dude, it's a community thing. It's the only way that it works. We all come together like butt cheeks. Yeah, they nuked the grade. I did it once. Yeah, that's if you care to get them graded, though, man. The signatures sell themselves. The signatures sell themselves. But yeah, good stuff. I hope everyone has a good night. I'm going to go watch it. Welcome to Dairy. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark. We are Legion.
You are who you choose to be.
Superman.